Oh, damn thing not working. Oh, hey guys. Let me show you how I control my teleprompter using a PS4 controller. Play, pause, scroll speed, navigate lines, all from my couch. I built the whole thing in about 20 minutes using AI. Let me show you how.
Most people don't realize browsers can talk to game controllers natively. There is a built-in Gamepad API, no installs, no drivers, just JavaScript. The problem is, nobody wants to read Mozilla Developer Network docs and write 400 lines of boilerplate code. So, I got Claude to do it. 2 prompts, 2 stages. Stage 1, build a debug page so I can see what every button does. Stage 2, map those buttons to actually control something useful. Now here's the prompt I gave Claude. Let's go with option 1 for a PS4 controller. Let's create a debug page that gives us a view of the controller and shows us exactly what buttons are being pressed in real time. That's it, one prompt. Let me show you what it generated. The debug page is your foundation for any controller project. You can't map buttons if you don't know what index each button is. So, the Gamepad API uses numbers, not names. This page tells you which number is which. Save this page, bookmark it, you'll use it every time. Press any button and it lights up in blue in real time. The triggers are the cool part. They show analog pressure as a fill bar, as you can see here. It's responding to the pressure. And you've got the event log at the bottom where you can see a log of exactly what I'm pressing here. Got the analog sticks. So pretty cool. And this is important because we can use the proportional speed control for various functions. The analog sticks show position. When you move the stick, the thumb moves on the screen like that. And then this is the readout panel here. So, very interesting. I'm interested to know what you all think of this cool little debug tool. This debug page can be your foundation for any controller project because you know exactly what's being pressed, and then you can later on give Claude some instructions with some prompts on how to map those inputs to various functionality and hotkeys in your system and on your various software. Now for the second prompt, let's map these buttons to control my teleprompter application. I told Claude which buttons I wanted to press for which actions. So we've got the cross button for play and pause, R1 to advance next line, L1 to go back a line, R2 to advance through lines depending on the speed or how hard I press, and then L2 to advance backwards again depending how hard I press. So who wants to see the result? I'm very excited. Let's see. And here it is. So I already pasted something in here. Let me try again. So we click load script. You can see our script coming up here. So if I press R1 now, I can toggle through the lines. And if I press R2, I can move smoothly through the lines at different speeds. So this is really cool. Here's the one tricky part that the AI handled perfectly. The gamepad pulls at 60 frames per second. If you just check if the button is pressed, you get 60 play pause toggles per second. You need edge detection. Fire only on the first frame when the button goes down. Claude wrote a GP pressed function that tracks previous state. Was it up last frame? Is it down this frame? Only then fire the action. Without this, controller input is unusable. With it, every button press is crisp. This is my favorite part. R2 is a speed boost, proportional to how hard you squeeze. L2 is a speed reduction, same thing, and proportional to how hard you can squeeze. Light squeeze on R2 speeds up a little bit. Full squeeze up to 8 speed levels faster. Release and instantly back to base speed. It's like a gas pedal for your application. Wireless controllers disconnect sometimes. Bluetooth drops, batteries die. So, I built in a 15-second grace period. If the controller reconnects within 15 seconds, nothing resets. Small detail, but it saves you during a session. And unlike the start of this video, it actually works most of the time. Let me show you how it works on this example script that I made. So I'm going to disconnect the controller now, and you can see the message pops up briefly saying the controller is disconnected. Now let's reconnect it. There, it shows reconnected and it still works fine. So that's a little hack you can do. And there's always going to be these edge cases where you need to add improvements to your original tools. So you should always be incrementally improving as you go along. That's 2 prompts and about 20 minutes of work. A debug page to see your buttons and a mapping file to make them do things. I use this to control presentations, scroll through notes, navigate documents. You can map it to literally anything that runs in a browser, media player, game launcher, or dashboard controls. If you want to see exactly what I built, comment Gamepad on this video and I'll reply with a link to my code. I'm building a full content creation platform that automates everything from research to publishing. So see the link in the description if you want early access. This is Builder Series Episode 1. Subscribe if you want to see what we build next. See you in the next one.